This is the Throttle Out Show presented by Vixen Industries, the only show where monster truck drivers and mechanics come together to present what's happening in the monster truck community. It's the ultimate combination of torque, horsepower, and trash talk. And now for your hosts. First, straight out of the heart of Detroit Rock City, it's Kid Rock's neighbor and former driver of the BKT ride truck. It's Austin Spence. And the duo deep in the heart of Texas, it's the show owner and daughter of a man who conquered the industry for over 20 years. It's Harley Johnson, along with everyone's favorite Bryce Kenny lookalike, Austin Tweedy. So go ahead, fuel up, strap in, and remember, when in doubt, throttle out.
What is up, you schmucks? How you doing? It's Thursday. We're one day away from Saturday, and then that's a big UFC pay-per-view that I sadly cannot watch for reasons unknown. But other than that, we're here to talk about monster trucks. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, I think. I'm not really sure. I didn't look at the schedule. But we got Harley here.
Hi.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then Spence is
Spence
celebrating.
Is, still celebrating.
Cinco de Mayo.
Still celebrating.
Yeah. He's celebrating in the bathroom right now. It's like the after party, but in the worst way. Then we got Tweety here in the $1 million trailer.
What's going on, y'all? I apologize if my reception's pretty shitty over here. I am at a truck stop in South Carolina, 2 hours away from my destination, hanging out in the MDFT.
Lock them doors from all them lot lizards. You never know where they're at these days.
I plan on being here for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then I'm getting the hell out of here and getting to the speedway.
Just start driving during the show. that would be perfect.
Go mobile. Be like Bane. Go mobile. Right?
Yeah, mobile.
Oh, yeah. Mobile. More power.
I just noticed you have two big-ass TVs like this Carnage Productions
Yeah.
pointed out.
Does he really?
Yeah, I've got two TVs in this bitch. You can't see the fridge, and the fridge is loaded down with ice cold brewskis right now. Of course, amen.
Oh, that truck stop Wi-Fi is amazing.
I know. Did he freeze or did he just stop? Oh, you just stopped talking.
Yeah.
No, he's just, it's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, okay.
it's frames. It's a slideshow with audio. Harley, you
But y'all
have
can
the
hear me,
list.
right?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you. It's a slideshow with
Okay, good.
audio.
With audio, yeah. What'd you say, Coop?
I'll do some crazy stuff to make it even worse.
You got the first topic, or I don't know what order we're going
I don't
in.
know what really we're talking about tonight. I was at work pretty late today, so I don't know what you guys wanted to talk about.
What I know.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying what I know is Spence is still on last. Nothing's changed.
Still in last.
And yep, look at him. He's so far behind. What is that on his microphone? What is that? Is that a sock or a hat?
It looks like a hat. No, that's a person from the
What do you mean
picture.
it's a person?
That's a person
Is that a
from the
beanie?
picture behind
Oh.
him.
Oh, that's somebody's noggin, isn't it?
I thought it was his microphone, and he couldn't afford a pop filter like this, so he put a sock on it.
Nope, that's a person.
Oh,
Oh. I think he's coming back, so yeah, we can talk about our points, how Spence is still in last place.
oh yeah. Ain't that right, Spence?
What happened? Sorry,
Ain't that right?
I have no
Yeah.
idea what we're talking about. What happened?
Just agree, yes.
Just say yeah.
That's right.
No, I am not going to agree if I don't know what I'm agreeing to.
Well, listen, you have no choice because you are in last place, and there is proof of that.
Oh, we're talking about that. I really thought we were done with this. Yeah. I mean, congrats to... Well, last time so obviously I haven't been on in a minute. Good Lord, it feels like it's been like 2 episodes maybe that I've had to miss. But who's in the lead? Is it Cooper finally, or is it Harley?
It's Cooper.
Oh,
Cooper
boo.
guy.
is in first.
I've been
by
in
like
every
70
position.
Points, I think.
Yeah.
So
I'm
is there only
praying for
one
Tony.
show left? Like, is this the final weekend for Arena Series? And that's it? We're done?
Yeah, one final weekend and then it's done.
Is it one show or is it like 4 shows?
No, it's like multiple shows. I don't know how many. but-
See, I'm.
And from what I
I'm-
understand, it's close, too, with Tony and Kristen.
Yeah, they're like 22
Yo.
points apart from each other.
Tony needs to win because then I have 3 people on my fantasy league that won their overall.
So I'm kind of at a dilemma because Kristen would be the only person on my fantasy team, that has actually won a championship. However, I kind of want Tony Oaks to win because everybody that's won except for Tom is a gravedigger of some sorts that has won. So I don't know. I don't want you to win because I don't want to send this belt up to you to gloat for the next year and a half that you beat us. So
It's not over yet. I don't want to say nothing. So, just for right now,
yeah.
I hope nothing bad happens.
Well, I kind of hope so. So that way I can give it to Harley or Tweety. So at least when they're at Triple B, they're at least
look,
fighting
honest-
over it together.
Honestly, Tony has he stepped up his game this year. He's been balling, but Kristen, this is her first year where she's really going all out.
Oh, did we lose him? Or is it just me?
No, I think he
I
was
don't
done
know.
talking.
He just kind of stopped.
Oh.
Like
Y'all hear me?
there was momentum in talking, and then it just stopped.
But yeah, so will we know at next
Hello.
Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, by like probably Sunday we'll probably know.
Perfect.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So hold on, is it
Can
like
you hear
safe
me?
to say that the final 2 spots
can,
in
you-
World Finals are like Kristen and Tony? Like obviously.
I don't
We
know
can hear
why
you,
they're
Tweety.
they're hint. Yeah, we can hear you. You're visually you're not doing so hot for us right now. Like it's choppy.
Oh wait, no.
And
he
he's gone.
He's gone.
He left. Well, that's a wrap for Tweety.
And
So
it's gone.
we trade one Austin out for the other. So
yeah,
here
exactly.
I am.
We can
What's
never
up?
all 4 be together anymore.
No,
He needs to get a Wi-Fi
I mean,
router or something on that truck. Like holy
We're probably
crap.
going to. As soon as I get up there, I'm probably gonna have to figure out how to get one of those.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
If
Well,
not,
I
it'll
mean-
just be me running this show.
Yeah, all you.
Imagine.
Gibbs Gaming. Tweety's frames are moving at a foot per second. I see what you did there because
Still
he
making
always
foot
complains
jokes.
about it. I love the foot jokes. Let's not stop with the foot jokes.
Oh, let's see. This comment said Nick Pag got robbed of a world final spot. Do you agree?
Honestly,
not in it?
let's actually talk about that for a second. A lot of independents got robbed for an independent
Yeah.
spot. Or
I'm
What?
surprised
Or
no
just
one
a spot.
from Team Throttle Monster is even invited. Like nobody.
Nope. Yeah, like that's
Is it on their Facebook?
probably.
Monster Jams Facebook? I haven't really actually looked at the list.
It's
I
basically
just go to
like
Monster Jam Daily's Instagram and look, because
yeah, Monster
They're,
Jam
like, the
Daily
most
has
updated.
everything. Honestly. Yeah, you're not missing much. It's literally like out of the 24 trucks, 20 of them are Feld trucks, and 4 of them are probably independents. I mean, well, I'm probably over exaggerating because you got Jim Kohler, you got Corey Rummel, you got John Gordon,
Cole Vernard, right?
Cole Vernard,
And then Jamie Garner.
and Jamie Gardner. So
Is
is
that
that just, is it?
I think
Is that
that's
it? Yeah.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
really it?
So
Yeah.
yeah. Like,
What?
I really do not care for how they limited the field to just 24 trucks. I feel like if they didn't
How many
have
grave
skills
diggers?
in the high jump, too many, honest to God, way too many gravediggers. I mean, that's been an issue they've had at every single World Finals. It's always been too many gravediggers. They really need to back that up, or at least have one
Tweety,
gravedigger.
are you there?
Honestly,
I'm here.
Tweety.
Oh, Tweety just called me, so I'm the only one that can hear him. But I think
No, we can hear him.
you guys can hear him.
We can hear him. He can't talk to us though. Like we can't talk to him, Cooper.
Oh, okay.
Only Harley can talk to him.
Yeah, I can barely hear y'all. But where were we
Oh,
at?
this
Where were we at
sounds
in the
way
discussion?
better.
Sorry.
Well, we're talking about Monster Trucks on the Throttle Out show, and you decided to have bad internet in South Carolina, so this is on you, bud.
Nah, no.
Where were
Is,
did y'all get done with the Kristen and Tony Oaks discussion?
You
Yeah,
had
we
something to
did.
say,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Okay. All right. Cool. Anyways,
We're
moving
moving
on.
on to independents in World Finals. Like why there's not so
Um,
many.
Well, at least
Okay.
John
I
Gordon
mean,
made
my
it.
my thing is why is Utah not in World Finals?
Height limit.
Height limit.
Oh god.
I'm being dead serious. I'm legitimately pissed at this. I was actually shocked he was not announced for World Finals.
I mean, I would take Too Tall over Mark List any day.
Is Mark List in the
Yeah.
World Finals?
Mark
Yeah.
List
Yeah.
is in the World
Qualified.
Finals,
Oh.
of all people.
Dang.
Which, by the way, I did not know this until I'm not bashing on Mark List whatsoever, but does Mark have a lazy eye? Like the picture that he has,
What?
like I'm not trying to be a dick. I really am like
What if he does have
genuinely asking a
one?
question. Well, I'm just asking because like I don't
Well,
know if it was
fix
just a
it.
bad picture. Well, I mean,
I'm just kidding.
It could be a bad picture. They take a lot of bad pictures of drivers.
they do. Oh my gosh, they
They-
take bad pictures of
You
drivers.
know
all
they
the time.
edit a lot of the photos of the drivers. So it's
Why?
like
Yeah.
Are they not good looking
the
enough, so
zombie
they have to
body.
edit it?
yeah, or it's like in a hurry. Sometimes the zombie body, half the time it's Amy's body.
Oh my
Ugh.
gosh.
Or it's like what was it?
Oh yeah. Remember,
yeah.
not Chad Tingler. Who was it that filled in for Mike Christensen?
Oh, Alex
Blackwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to Photoshop his face onto a Vendetta, fire suit and everything for the hero cards. So,
Oh, yeah. It's
Oh, did you
crazy.
see that comment
like,
that Nathan Garza put up?
yeah, I'd say Whiplash, Overboard, Bad Company, and Soldier Fortune weren't the most deserving spots. Does anyone
What?
agree? All great drivers, but just didn't cut it for World Finals this year.
Do you have an opinion on that, Coop?
I
So-
do have an opinion on that, actually. Sorry,
I mean-
Spence, let me intervene real fast, all right? Because I took this to heart. Offense. Did he say all them weren't deserving?
Yeah, these are the people that
Correct.
weren't deserving of a spot. But the
Bad
got one.
Company, John Gordon deserved it for sure. And so did Overboard, Jamie Gardner. Jamie Gardner and Jay Gore, I think, are the two, like, they deserve their spot in World Finals for sure, in my eyes, just because I know them and they've worked their ass off this year, especially in Indy when Jamie decided to put a motor in during the show and still gave a killer freestyle. That's just dedication. And so that right there, I mean, just that, because a lot of people did it this year, doesn't mean you get it in. But them two are the most deserving for sure. And I'm glad they're in it because they're honestly going to make it interesting for them two independents competing against all the other drivers that are company that I've seen that are going to be in the show. Now you, Spence.
Well, so here's the thing. I really cannot bash on Kayla Blood because Kayla Blood, she's really proven herself this year. Now, as far as, like, the points don't lie. Like, if you look at the points standings on how everything went, she was kind of mid-pack, so she wasn't the greatest.
But being the only
But-
female in a really like stacked lineup of drivers in the
Yes.
middle of the pack
Yes.
says a lot.
Absolutely. Honestly, if it was possible, trade out Kayla Blood for Cynthia. But I called that out a couple
Well, we all knew
shows
Cynthia
ago.
was gonna go.
It's
Yeah,
a big
it's-
sponsor, my guy.
Yeah, exactly. Sponsor trucks are going to get in regardless if you have a mediocre driver. So that's just the way it is. Money talks. I feel. Don't get me wrong. I feel bad that I'm just constantly bashing on Cynthia, but I mean, I really haven't seen anything to where it's like she's. Honestly, it's just a corporate puppet. Honestly, like nothing against
Honestly?
Cynthia as a person, but anybody that has a sponsored rig, and I'm sure Tweety will yell at me because his boy drove
Tweety's
a
still
sponsored
there?
rig.
Yeah.
But I just feel like when you drive a sponsored rig, like you are doing literally everything by the book. What the company tells you, what the sponsors tell you.
Can I
you
jump in
cannot
here
do
for a
anything
minute?
Yourself.
Yeah, go ahead, jump
Go
in.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me jump in here. So Coop was talking about how Jay Gore and Jamie Garner deserved to get in the World Finals. I absolutely agree with Jay Gore. However, respectfully, and only respectfully am I saying this, I don't feel like Jamie Garner has had the type of season this year to be able to get that invite to the World Finals. If you were to say a year ago, I'd be all about it. this year,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think he's had a luck on his side this year. Hasn't really been able to have the shows that he's capable of doing. I mean, he's debuted really cool bodies this year. Other than that,
That's
I
what
haven't
got
seen
him.
Jamie Garner in the highlights a lot this season.
Yeah,
You're not wrong.
Tweety's got a very good. He's got a very good point. Like Jamie Gardner, we know like throws down 100%. He's a great driver, but honestly, from everybody over there at Team Overboard that should be representing Team Overboard in the World Finals, I think should be the Young Bucks. I think Terminal Velocity and Wildside should be the ones that are given a seat, because I feel like it's a better opportunity for younger drivers that are hungry and are willing to go the extra mile, rather than, nothing against Jamie, somebody much older, and we saw that he got injured after really airing that thing out that he did. I think it was Minneapolis. I'm not 100% sure. No, it was Indy, because they had to drive Wildside up from Miami, Oklahoma to fill in that weekend. So
Yeah, I was there.
yeah, that's right. You were there for that, weren't you?
Yeah, it was. I looked at Steve. I'm like, "What are you gonna do?" Ah.
Well, and not
So-
to cut you off, sorry, but you were talking about, if anybody deserving of that same team going to World Finals being one of the young guns, and I absolutely agree with that. And for those of y'all that are watching tonight, you're trying to figure out how they pick World Finals candidates and how all that works. If you have a team, an independent team that has multiple trucks, they are going to bring 2 people from each team. That's going to be a given. It just makes good business sense to do that. That's why that's done. So I just thought, I agree with you, Spitz. So I just thought it was kind of weird that, they're bringing Jamie instead of, Little Zimmer or Zach to be with Cole.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's, you got to start pushing younger drivers to really come into the field. And honestly, even Tuta, I don't want to say Tuta's younger. He looks younger, but he's not. But just having newer, fresher drivers, like I know someone mentioned it in the comments earlier, but the whole like young guns or whatever you want to call it shootout that they would have, like that is an opportunity for the younger drivers that did not quite make the cut to have that last opportunity to get into the main field. And I feel like the World Finals definitely benefits from having that, because diehard monster truck fans that follow this as closely as we do would more than likely would love to spend the extra day wherever this is for like a day of qualifying or the day of the shootout, because it just adds that extra drama to the field. Like, I mean, Lindsay Reed wasn't going to be in the main field until she won the Double Down Showdown in Orlando the last time we were there. So for them to say, you know what, we're not doing that again this year, and I feel like the excuse is they don't have enough drivers. I think that's bull. Mainly because if you look at the roster, it's all company. It's mainly all company trucks. There's not a single independent. No offense to any of our independent friends that are on the roster for the World Finals, but the odds are incredibly stacked against you, to where nobody on an independent team is going to be able to come out on top from World Finals. It's rigged. I hate to say it, but I mean, you got so many Gravediggers. You got Tom Mintz. I mean, it's all company.
I like
trucks.
this comment
Like,
that
they're-
says corporate finals.
Yep, it is literally
Oh,
corporate.
basically, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
corporate finals.
Hey,
So-
honestly, I feel like Tom is on that.
I mean,
list.
I don't mean to be beating a dead horse over here, but we talk about Tutal not making it in the World Finals, and if we just kind of talk about his tour just a little bit, obviously, y'all, I'm going to be biased to Tutal. He's one of my really good friends, but in trying to take a step away from being biased to him being my friend and looking at the fact, let's look at the fact that he was on a tour with a Gravedigger truck. Okay, 9 times out of actually, I don't know, has an independent ever been on top of a Gravedigger truck on any tour ever? I don't think so. Okay, because Gravediggers are first, second, third place most of the time on tours. Okay, but how close can you get to that Gravedigger truck, right? And then also on his tour, you've got somebody who's won his tour, arena tour, anyways, 3 years in a row, obviously up until this year. So it's really a matter of how close can you get to those guys, and he got as close as he could. I think it's a no-brainer. Tutal should have been a finalist for World Finals candidate.
I saw
David
a comment
Ridley,
earlier
Goliath.
saying that Travis Mowry should have been should have
It
had a
would have been
spot.
cool to see him in there.
Yeah, he had a hell of a season.
Yeah, absolutely. He and Tutal both had a hell of a season this year. I mean, it really sucks that this season for Monster Jam it was incredibly stacked against the independents. Like you're not going to see a Pagliarulo at the World Finals. That sucks. You're not going to see. Jay Gore love that truck. I've always loved Bad Company. It's such an awesome piece, and the dude knows how to drive it. But just a lot of these teams that really came out and busted their tails the entire season, and you just kind of like, yeah, thanks for showing up. You could come and put your truck on display, but that's about it. Maybe good luck next year kind of thing. I really feel like World Finals needs to go back to the 32 truck lineup, kind of go back to what made World Finals what it was, like the big lineup of trucks, the qualifying, get rid of the skill stuff. I'm glad that for World Finals, I hope they incorporate it into the rest of the next season, that they're getting away from fan judging and they're trying to have an actual like judging format for the competitors that run in Monster Jam, so that way it's an even playing field. Because honestly, we all see it. It sucks when you see an independent go out and do a bang up freestyle. They absolutely threw down, and then you have a corporate truck go out there, do 3 hits, jump over another truck, destroy the truck, and they win freestyle. That is not fair whatsoever as far as competition goes. So I really hope Monster Jam is paying attention. I really hope that they're going to start looking into, okay, how can we be a little bit more legitimate? How can we be a little bit more fair, rather than just being based on the name on the side of the truck? Because if you look at it from our perspective, like growing up when I did, Gravedigger was always the truck that was going to win because it was always the last one to go out, and that was the truck everybody came to see. Nowadays, you have a lot of people in the stands, kids, adults, whatever. Not everybody's there to just see Gravedigger. You got people that are following drivers now. It's not just a truck named Sport anymore. That people are starting to follow the driver if they get changed to a different team or what have you. So I mean, you have people that are diehard El Toro Loco fans, Max D, Gravedigger, Mohawk Warrior, Soldier Fortune. You have a lot of people that are big fans of other trucks than just Gravedigger and Max D. And I feel it because of the popularity of those two trucks, and for people that are probably going to those shows and it's their first show, it's unfair to the rest of the competitors. So I hope Monster Jam, please fix this for the 2023 season, and I'm hoping that maybe make World Finals a little bit bigger. 24 trucks, you're kind of squeezing a lot out of a very small lineup. So that's my rant there.
No, I mean, I could agree with you there. It would be really cool if they do, like, have selected people and we see the selected people with the signs again. That's what I miss. I mean, I didn't miss it whenever they were people who didn't know what the hell was going on, and then all of a sudden the first truck, like, oh, 9, 8, oh, let's give him another 9. He's like, whoa, have y'all ever seen this shit before, or what the hell? But
well, I don't know if you knew that, Coop, but those were, like, people that were, like you won a contest or something over.
Oh yeah,
like,
on the
at least
radio.
From what I knew, yeah, it was like a radio contest. It's like you get tickets and you get to judge at Monster Jam this weekend at Ford Field. And
I tried
it was
to win
always
once.
like, me too. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to judge a Monster Jam event so bad, but I probably would have been terrible.
It would have been the best because I would have been working.
True.
Because it was we were in Texas, I think, and I heard it on the radio, and I tried to call in to win. Would have worked out perfect. But World Finals should be interesting. Sorry I keep interrupting you. I apologize.
No, it's okay. I'm just saying, Steve Lashinsky, the birthday boy, is in the comments saying Gravedigger always has the biggest line, and everyone always asks about Gravedigger.
Debatable.
I mean, yeah, it's debatable. I mean, Team Max D was so much better when they had multiple trucks running the circuit instead of just 2. I feel like I don't really care for Max D as much as Cooper does, but I mean, when you had the Eichelbergers running around, you got Granger, and you had Tom Mintz, like, Team Max D was, they were on their game chasing down Team Gravedigger, but I feel like that needs to be like, if you're going to have multiple trucks running multiple shows, then shouldn't the lineup be the same across the board? Like, if you're going to have Son of a Digger, should there be 2 Son of a Diggers for both stadiums? If you're going to have, you know what I mean? Rather than it's like, oh, well, one series gets different trucks.
I honestly think that, so in a scenario like that, like, because I was at that show when there was 4 Max Ds and about 6 Gravediggers. And I'm like, because what I do remember is whenever they did have multiple Neil drove Fox Sports, the Cletus, instead of a Max D, because we couldn't have multiple Max Ds. And I was like, why can't you do that? Choose one Max D and choose one Gravedigger and put the other ones in another body. That way it's kind of like, oh, hey, that's cool. Donkey Kong, what are you doing here? Or some dumb stuff, you know? I wish they'd do stuff like that, not have multiple. Because then if you look at it also, some kids could be like, against Gravedigger, me, and we're watching racing, and all of a sudden Gravedigger gets beat, and you're like, yes! And then the next round, there's another one, you're like, what happened?
Why is there another Gravedigger? Why is this one purple?
Yeah.
Why is this one orange? Why is this
Then you
one
have a
got like
scenario-
neon lights?
Yeah, then you have a scenario to where there's two Gravediggers at the finals, and you're like, oh, Gravedigger won. And the race hasn't even started yet, but you already know who won.
Yeah, a
It's just
Gravedigger.
like, at that point, it's like you ruined it. It's like, get out of here.
Well, I remember like having multiple people drive it because let's be honest, when you go to a Monster Jam, Gravedigger has to be one of the trucks you go see. But at the Caliber of the World
Debatable.
Finals, well, yes, debatable. But you go to a company show, there is going to be a Gravedigger, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I think at the World Finals, I think you should put those drivers in a different seat. However, it kind of sucks when most of those drivers all come from the Anderson family. So it's like now you have a family debacle where it's like, well, who gets to represent Gravedigger? So,
Well, the top part with the Anderson family that I am actually like, hats off to all of them because they can all drive really, really well. And it is always entertaining to watch them. That's the part where I'm like, okay. If they were all shit, like if two of them were shit and the other two were okay, it's like, all right, the other two need to switch it up. But they all are worthy enough to drive a Gravedigger. You know what would be crazy? Leave Adam.
different types of Gravediggers?
Yeah, well, Ryan, keep Ryan in Son of a Digger because he's king in that one. But have Adam in, say, a Gravedigger, and between Kristen and Weston, put one of them in a Max D.
No.
Then, imagine.
Absolutely not.
Imagine.
No.
Or Brandon Vincent in a Max D. Switch it up some.
Jeez.
Tyler Minigan
Brandon
in a Max D.
Vincent, I could see. Meninga, I mean, I don't know. Meninga's pretty devoted to Team Gravedigger, to be honest. So I can't pull Meninga out of it.
What? You mean his tattoo? I don't know if it's a Gravedigger theme, but I thought it was.
Oh, jeez.
He doesn't have
But
a
like
Gravedigger
Chucky,
tattoo, but...
like Charlie Pauken, they put him in Monster Mutt. I mean, I could see what
Yeah.
you're getting at. I could see what you're saying, because
Sweetie, are you still there?
we're talking about Gravedigger. He probably hung
Yes,
up.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. He's still there. He wants no part of this Gravedigger conversation.
No,
Fair.
you're good. I think
Say
it
that one more
was
time.
fair.
Sorry.
We're talking about Gravedigger. You probably don't want to talk about any of this, right?
Oh, boo! Bigfoot all the way.
Tyler is
Oh my
basically an
gosh.
Anderson without the last name. He is not. He is a Miniga. He is a demon. I don't know.
I don't know.
Predictions.
I feel like regardless of what we say, Monster Jam's going to do what they're going to do.
Exactly.
Which is
We're not
why-
changing anything. It's like us complaining at a TV show that's already recorded season 2 and 3, and we're on season 1. We're like, change that. It's like, well, too late. You're gonna get what you get.
Oh,
Exactly,
Tweety, someone
so I
said
mean-
Boss Skater for World Finals.
Hey, okay, so I would like to say that I'm all about that. I'll get behind that, but I got a confession to make to y'all. So, first of all, before we get any further in the night, and people have been asking this a lot, where shows with Spence has been, and let's just go ahead and RIP to shows with Spence. It's no longer. Hopefully, it'll make a comeback. But we talk about an upcoming show this weekend. It's a show that I have the privilege of driving against both my dad and my brother. And I was looking at the track, and oh my gosh, y'all, I got butterflies the size of eagle's wings in my stomach right now. This looks like it's going to be an awesome track. With obstacles I have yet to hit in my, early in my career. And you talk about me going to the World Finals. Obviously, that's a joke, whatever. But, like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I got to get my first bus jump out of the way. I got to get some big air and actually stay in the throttle, not nose over, learn how to do all that shit first.
You're going to do good. Just don't pull a Diesel Dave.
Don't pull a Diesel Dave, and you'll be fine.
Lord have mercy.
Did you see him in the mud truck?
What's
Oh,
left
yeah,
of the
we
mud
did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
It's crazy. You'd think
That was all.
if you're going sideways, you'd let out. Just a thought.
No. Cooper, if you forgot, it's remember when in doubt, throttle out.
Not when you're about to spend $10,000 if you keep the throttle in.
But it's not
Or
his
more.
truck. I mean.
Yeah, it was one of those, like, Jaguars. It's basically looking at Jaguar like, well, who's going to pay
Good luck.
for this?
Oh, Gibbs
but no.
Gaming commented, just make sure you hurt your foot, Tweety. Oh, wait, make sure you don't hurt your foot this time.
Yeah, y'all are going to hate on me for this, but my foot still is pretty tender.
Oh, my gosh.
Are you serious?
Are you joking?
I
or are
have
you
nerve
serious?
damage in mine.
No, I'm being dead serious. Like, I feel it every day. Every step I take, I feel it in my foot.
Can we stop
Levi,
treating
can we
Coop
stop
like he's
treating Coop
stupid?
like he's stupid? Absolutely not. That's part of the show.
Well,
That's
you
why
heard it
we
here
love
first.
him.
All right, last topics of World Finals. What is y'all's predictions?
I only want to predict racing and freestyle. I really don't want to go into high jump.
I don't.
and
Yeah, I don't
skills.
care about the other two.
So, racing. I got to be honest. I think Ryan is going to choke in racing.
Oh.
So, yeah, I just have this gut feeling. So this is a track no one has ever tried before. It's a
Thanks,
I think
Levi.
it's like a big figure eight over under kind of track. So that's
It's a figure
that's
eight
gonna be-
over under.
Yeah, so that's going to be really interesting. You know what? I'm going to go with Bari in racing. I'm going to go with Bari Musauer in racing because of how he kind of got screwed racing again. And I will say he got screwed. Both trucks kind of... That
How'd
lighting
he get
system
screwed?
in Orlando was awful. The lighting system was awful. The beams were not set right solely because of the 3D arms. So because
Yeah, the
Bari
whole
red
race
lit,
was-
they gave the
yeah.
win to Jimmy. So I gotta say Bari, when it comes to racing, dude is consistent and he really keeps his cool. So I think Bari would definitely be a strong candidate to come out and win racing. As far as freestyle goes, man, it's really going to be who's going to tear up the truck the most, and I'm going to say Tyler Meninga. So I got to give it to a Gravedigger, but I got to give it to somebody that's not an Anderson. So, yeah, Tyler Meninga winning freestyle at the World Finals.
Tweety, World
Um,
Finals predictions.
World Finals predictions, like,
Racing,
legit.
racing, and freestyle only.
Okay, we're making legit predictions, and I'm not just going to say that Todd's going to win everything. You're looking at what the racing lane, what the racing track's going to be. You got to be a driver. It's a racer's course. It's going to be, your top dogs that are going to be finishing, I think, in at least the semifinals. So I'm going to go out on a limb here. It's really not going on a limb at all. I'm calling Ryan Anderson the racing winner for freestyle. I think we're going to see probably an independent step back up this year. And if I really wanted to go out on a limb here, I'd say Jim Kohler hasn't done a whole lot in recent years. I think he wants to get back at the World Finals and really wow somebody and go for that freestyle win. So I'm calling Jim Kohler this year for freestyle.
Oh, big prediction.
Interesting.
You know what? I'm really curious to see what his paint scheme is going to be for World Finals, because this is they haven't done it. They haven't done anything for it, but it is an Avenger anniversary. I think it's 20 or 25th Jim Kohler an Avenger anniversary. So I have a feeling they're going to have something. Oh, I mean, he's always going to have like a scheme for World Finals, which will probably get leaked. Like they're going to say like, "Oh, don't share it on social media," but it's going to happen because everybody wants to be the first to share anything. So,
Can I actually step in and make one more bold prediction?
Yes.
uh-oh,
Yeah.
So we were talking. I was mentioning earlier how I thought maybe somebody else from Jamie Garner's team could, jump in and take his spot at the World Finals, one of the younger guys. And I'm thinking this is probably what's going to happen last minute. You know how in WWE, Money in the Bank, you have the briefcase, you win the briefcase, and you can cash it in at any time. I think we're going to see Too Tall come out of nowhere and take Jamie Garner's spot and run down. He's going to kick everybody's ass and become the new World Finals, both racing and freestyle champion.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
going to hit Jamie Gardner with a Stone Cold Stunner and hop in his truck.
Could you imagine, though, like, honest to God, could you imagine Too Tall running out there with his little legs and just hit somebody with a chair and hops in their truck and goes and does a freestyle?
That would
My
be...
God, that's Too Tall! He's got a
Go.
steel chair!
Oh, jeez. No, that would be perfect, honestly. Imagine.
Now, kids that are watching, do not go hitting your siblings with steel chairs. You will get grounded, I know from experience. Anyway, moving on.
Coop,
you hit him, and then
predictions.
you pull an Eddie Guerrero, and you toss it at somebody else, and you flop down. My predictions for racing, well, I'm really leaning more on Ryan Anderson, just because he is a great racer. And for the turns, he's the best for the sharp turns, for sure. But the other truck that's pretty good with sharp turns is a ZF, because we don't have to worry about sway bars. So I could see Tom or Ryan coming down to the finals just for that little hook. It's all about the hooks in that figure eight for sure. But who knows? Because it's a figure eight and it's all going to be probably garbage because nobody's going to be able to figure it out. Practice is going to be a nightmare. Freestyle, though, it's going to be Tom. He's got the momentum. He needs this win. Like I said for the series, he needs to win to come out on top. I mean, if he gives another speech like he did after he won the series, I'm going to come out of nowhere and hit him with a Stone Cold Stunner. But, no, I think Tom is going to be up there for sure for freestyle because he just needs that win. He's going to do it for Neil for all them freestyles he got screwed out of in World Finals. But, yeah, those are my two predictions. Oh.
Well,
And Ryan's going to win it because he's Hoonigan strong.
Hoonigan strong. Whoa, what's with that?
no.
Just a glare.
No, I do not care for Hoonigan.
They add horsepower. Every sticker.
Yeah, every high school kid that just got his license has got some Tire Slayer license plate bracket and on their 1998 Honda Accord that's an automatic single overhead cam and can barely chirp the tires. No. Not a fan of Hoonigan.
You wait till you see my Jeep. It's in the shop. It's becoming Hoonigan stronger right now. It's gonna be badass.
It's a Jeep. The only time you really see a Jeep on a lift is when it's at a shop. So
No.
there you go.
It's in the shop because I'm putting bull horns on it.
Why do you need to take it to a shop to put bull horns on it?
Nobody's
Coop,
doing it for me. It's just sitting in there.
Coop, did you not put these on every single freaking show? And you can't put bull horns on your own freaking car?
You mean you want me to silicone glue the bull horns on the hood of my Jeep?
Why not? It's a Jeep.
No, I'm making a frame. It's at my dad's shop. I'm in there making a frame for it, and I'm gonna bolt it on there so that way it doesn't fall off. Or if a cop pulls me over, I'll be like, "It's bolted, bruh. What's up? It's good. Want a photo?"
Want a photo?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
It's gonna look good. It's gonna be 10 out of 10. Anyway, what's the other topics we got for tonight? We've been on World Finals for about.
Yeah, we were
30
talking about World Finals for 40 minutes. That's great.
Well, I mean, it is coming up, ain't it? When is it? 2
In
weeks?
a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're all going to be busy to where we don't care. So
We need to get Steve on here, but he said he didn't want to join until after World Finals. Steve, what's good?
yeah, so he can have that trophy and put it in your face.
Nah, Tom won't let him keep it.
Do you think Tom has enough? Like Cooper, please tell us. Like Tom has obviously
The
the
amount
most
he
decorated
has in his
championship-
basement.
Oh, it's in his basement. He doesn't keep it in a shop or anything.
I mean, all his the mud truck trophies were in the shop that I had to clear off from the shelf. It was awful. It was dusty as shit. But no, all of his trophies are at his house, and it's a lot. It's basically if one falls over, it's a domino effect, and it's gonna be loud.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's got a lot. He needs a little bit more. He'll get a few more. Might as well.
Yeah, rack up some more gold before he goes into the retirement home. But honestly, yeah, let's kind of move on from World Finals. I feel like Tweety's about ready to fall asleep in the van. So what else we got going on this weekend? I know Tweety said that he's scared to jump over a bus, which that's not very Gator boss of him. I mean, looking at the air he got over this little pod, I feel like that should just be a little hop for him. But
Yo, is that a gator in a rodeo?
At a rodeo.
yeah, it's like a little rodeo arena. I don't know where. I think this was the show he did in Colorado. But yeah, I don't know, man. I really wish I had my notes. I missed so much from the last time. Did you guys talk about? I'm assuming you guys did talk about the glow in the dark show that Hot Wheels did.
We did.
Oh yeah.
We did.
Okay, I'm not
You
gonna
didn't even
lie.
watch it?
Like, dude, I had terrible service at the hotel I was staying at in Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, I guess I could kind of talk about Charlotte a little bit. So, for
What's
those
good
that don't
about
know,
Charlotte?
I mean, not a lot, honestly.
Exactly.
It's a beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful town. Everyone there just loves racing, eats, sleeps, and breathes it. But I gotta say, like, it's not for me. Not a lot of truck people. There's a lot of bro trucks there, and I was not a fan. So
Road truck.
it was, yeah, the guys that have like the squatted Chevy Silverados with the giant wheels, not a lot of tire.
I wish they'd curb a curb so hard the wheels bent.
I don't know why. I don't even know why those things are a thing, but I hate those trucks so much with a passion. But no, it was kind of cool though, because when we had a day off, one of my teammates, Gage, he knows a couple people that work in NASCAR, so we got a chance to go check out some of the shops. We went to Dale Jr.'s race shop, checked out some of the Xfinity stuff that he's got over there, checked out the gift shop. We saw basically almost every single big NASCAR team just down this like couple driveways or whatever. You just see it's like, oh, there's Casey Kane's dirt track operation, there's Clinton Boyer's stuff, like, and then we got a personal tour to go through Joe Gibbs' Xfinity shop, which is actually really cool. See what they all do, and I'm not gonna lie, it's very high tech with the amount of stuff that they do to these cars. I was really impressed, but at the end of the day, it's still NASCAR. Like, I don't want to bash on Circle Track too much because I did it. I actually did race a front wheel drive, like we call them pony stocks here in Michigan, and it was a 4-cylinder automatic Ford Escort that I blew up on my second race. But it was a ton of fun. If you ever wanted to try Circle Track racing, I highly recommend it. But honestly, dirt track racing is so much more fun to watch. It's so much more fun to go to. So if anything, the Charlotte dirt track out of the 3 racetracks are literally side by side. The dirt track is pretty freaking sweet. But honestly, yeah, everyone there is just obsessed with either NASCAR. Like, literally, you couldn't go anywhere without somebody having a Hendrick sticker, a Gibbs sticker, a Penske sticker. Like, everybody's got something. But no, it was a good time. It wasn't too terrible. Honestly, I would much rather go to a county fair, a fairground, something with big trucks. Roundy round stuff just ain't for me. However, I gotta say this. So, for a lot of you that watch our show, everybody here, including myself, we are obsessed with collecting the diecast. Like, I have an obscene amount of monster trucks. It's a good thing around in the basement because honestly, there's a lot that are hidden that my wife doesn't know about, and I've spent way too much damn money on these things. But one of the cool things when we were in Charlotte is Lionel which is the diecast company that makes a lot of their stuff for all the Cup cars, the Xfinity cars, the trucks. Like, they make the 24 scales, the 64. Lionel had their own store at the local mall to where you could walk in and there's just this giant selection of, circle track cars that run in the NASCAR series. And it really got me thinking, why is it that we do not have something like that? Like, Monster Jam talks about the Superstore, the Monster Jam Superstore, where you could go online, buy anything you want. It really amazes me that, Monster Jam headquarters has not tried, like, opening up to the public and having, like, their own store that people can, like, go in, take a tour, see the shop and the trucks. And also, like, before you leave, there's, like, a gift shop where it's, like, you have all the die-cast and all that other stuff. Digger's Dungeon has that, but why hasn't, Felder Entertainment, Monster Jam done something similar? Like, actually have a Monster Jam Superstore location.
We
What?
tried to do that in Paxton.
Uh-oh, my wife is watching. What do I not know about? So anyway, thank you for watching. I gotta go dig my grave now. Bye. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I honestly, I think that would be really cool for just, fans that want to know more about the sport, where the trucks come from, where they travel to, or, stuff like that. Just something a little extra.
Did you say Paxton tried to do that, Coop?
Technically, we didn't. Me and, like, 2 other people were going to buy an old little shop, and we were going to turn it into the Destruction Diner. This is going to be great. But we didn't have enough money for it.
So Steve's saying because there's more of a following in hardcore high-dollar collectors in NASCAR, and yes, I'm glad you said that, because while I was there, I couldn't pass up getting something for myself in Charlotte. So this is the Checkers or Wreckers 124 scale, and it's actually like a wrecked version of one of the Cup cars that ran NASCAR. I don't know. Like I said, I do not follow a lot of the sport, but the only car I've ever cared about was Dale Jr. And this was when they literally taped up the entire side of the car and threw electrical tape on the side. So I just think, like, that's cool. Like, NASCAR acknowledges, oh, hey, the green doesn't really show through that well. Oh, hey, it's disappearing. But, like, NASCAR acknowledging, like, the cars get wrecked, like, right out on the track. And yet Monster Jam, for whatever reason, a motorsport that's as destructive as it is, they don't want to show the trucks being destroyed on TV.
Question.
But yet NASCAR...
What's your question?
Am I allowed to talk?
Yeah, you can chime
No.
in whenever you want.
I feel like the bad kid over in the corner. I'm not allowed to say anything.
What's your opinion?
We didn't even know you were still here.
I don't have an opinion. I have an announcement.
What's your announcement?
Actually, have y'all talked about the Toughest Tour announcement yet?
No, I didn't know
There's
they had an
no?
announcement.
Yeah,
No
I
idea.
texted y'all earlier, and just so everybody's clear, I literally could not hear anything. I've been on a one-sided phone call for 39 minutes now, and the only person I can hear is Harley. But yes,
Oh, I kinda
just so
forgot
y'all are
that.
aware, everybody watching tonight, there is a special announcement in regards to the Toughest Tour. Everybody on the show has the information, and y'all are allowed to talk about it. So do that in a little bit. Other than that, y'all, I really need to hit the road. Got 2 more hours before I get to where I need to be in Sumter, South Carolina, at Sumter Speedway for this weekend's big show. Don't get me wrong, I'm very excited, but I'm also extremely nervous. It's going to be my biggest show yet, and I just need to hit the ground running, get over there, get done for the night so I can get set up early in the morning. But I want y'all to have a great rest of the show. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. This is not the end. There is more to come. I love all of you on the show. Harley, I love you in a much different way than I love Spence and Cooper, and I will talk to y'all later.
Okay, have a safe drive.
Peace out, y'all.
All right,
Man.
just like that, this has been the show. Remember
No,
to
it ain't.
subscribe, hit that like button.
We ain't done yet. What are you doing?
Oh, we're
We
not?
ain't closing out.
Oh.
No.
I thought that was...
We still got... No. No,
You were saying he was done for the night.
Yeah, he's done. We're not done. Man, you can't cut us off like that. We still got a couple things to go over. So, I'm looking at our group chat, Harley. I'm assuming he's talking about this thing in Virginia.
If
Is
it has
that
to do
what
with
he's
the
talking about?
toughest tour, then I assume yes.
I don't know if that's the toughest tour, though. Like, it doesn't say. I'm scrolling through trying to find it. He didn't give us enough instructions.
Okay,
Tweety.
people watching, is Monsters on the Beach have anything to do with toughest tour?
That is a big question. Before we could say anything, like, we need to know.
If Monsters on the Beach is related to toughest tour, then we can say what we're talking about.
Yeah. Good Lord. I hate that he just did that. He's like, all right, yeah, you guys can talk about this. We're okay. It's like, well, what are we talking about? We have a lot of stuff in our group text that we're not sure if we are supposed to talk about or not. Anyway, well,
Wait a minute.
What's up, Coop?
I don't know.
So I guess, Harley, if you want to message him and get confirmation before we do this, I do have a new challenge that we're going to be doing with our good friend Mr. Jam Customs, and I can get that all kind of rolling here in a little bit. So basically, if you guys were tuning in back in October, we did kind of like these challenges with Taylor Andy's Jam Customs official, where he was making like monster, themed trucks for the month of October for Halloween. And it actually went off without a hit. Like, he actually had some really awesome designs. A lot of people fell in love with it. They look great. And we've been talking cahoots with him and our friends at Beam Monsters. And I think what we're wanting to do is we're going to try and start essentially the Throttle Out pack. So basically what he's going to be doing, we're going to have two different prompts for the wheel. One is going to be a body style. The other is going to be a theme. And Taylor has all the creativity that he has to come up with a name, like an original name and original scheme for those two prompts. So say 1969 Dodge Cornet, which is what Gas Monkey was, and Gas Monkey recently came out for Beam Monsters, and he gets Patriot. So he has to come up with a Patriot themed 69 Dodge Cornet. Really simple, but honestly, if anything, Taylor is known for going above and beyond with a lot of his artistic ability, and he loves doing it. He loves to be challenged, even though he is a little challenged himself. Kidding, that was a joke. We love Taylor. He's a great guy. I'm sorry, was that crossing the line? I can't say that. Oh, well, it's out there. Oh, no.
Okay, Spence, I do have confirmation. We can talk about what's, I guess, debuting for DCT. He meant to say, it has nothing to do with toughest tour, but I don't know why he said toughest tour. That's fine. That's what he said.
So basically, our friend Mr. Austin Tweedy is a little with driving these past few hours. But there is a new truck that will be with DCT Power Sports at the Monsters on the Beach in Virginia Beach front.
This weekend.
This weekend. So the lineup is Buckshot with Brandon Budd, Dirt Crew with Jerry Beck, Hooked with Chad Tingler, FTI Torque with Jack Brown, Raisin Cane with Buddy Tompkins, Stone Crusher with Steven Sims, Toxic with Corey Snyder, and the new truck that is DCT Power Sports, this is Quad Chaos chassis, is Whole Shot, being driven by Zach Gardner. So
and
this
my
is
bad,
a
it's
brand
next
new
weekend.
piece.
I'm sorry.
Next weekend.
Next
weekend, okay. So, brand new truck. We have no idea what it looks like, but we just kind of we literally got this message 5 minutes before we even started the stream, and we didn't know if we were allowed to talk about it or not. But it's cool seeing that there's going to be a new, I don't know if it's a permanent identity for DCT Power Sports. It's kind of interesting that they're having Zach Gardner pilot the truck for the event. But honestly, if you've never been to Virginia Beach, that is one of the events that you need to go to. It's very sandy, but honestly, the trucks get wild. They're crazy. So it should turn out to be a good show. So we're definitely looking forward to that. That's a stacked lineup, so I think it's going to be an awesome show. What about you guys? I think did we or did we not get confirmation that that's actually Steve Sims Jr. that is actually going to be driving? It's not Steve Sims. It's actually Steve Sims Jr., which I don't think he's driven a truck in.
It's been a while,
how long?
it?
Yeah,
I remember
it really has.
He drove overseas for Monster Jam. Was it like 2 years ago when he did that, though?
I believe so. I know the last time I remember seeing Steve Sims Jr. drive was when Cody Saucier got in trouble with Monster Energy, and they had to bench Cody for a couple shows.
And that was first quarter 2020 when that happened.
I thought it was 19. Either it was 19 or 20 because I remember he like cartwheeled the truck doing something stupid in racing where he should have known that he shouldn't have got into it when he did. He already lost the race, but he cartwheeled the truck and destroyed it. And I know Jeffson was pissed.
I think
But yeah, that was the last time I heard them
2020
driving.
first quarter, because I think we were on the road.
Yeah. Question is Steve Sims Sr. done driving? I don't know if he's done driving. I feel like he's just got a lot going on with his business right now. So I feel like a lot of his focus is on, you know, what's good for the business, and he's got his trucks out there, but he can't run a business and drive his truck at the same time. So that's why he's got a great guy like Chad Tingler driving it for him. So I wouldn't be surprised if he, you know, steps in every now and then when he actually has free time. But you know, when you run a business, you gotta put that first over anything else. So, you guys want to weigh in anything else there, or?
Coop, what are you doing?
I think he's.
What am I doing? I was making a thumbnail.
Well, can you wait until after this show before you go
I'm
do
not
your own
making a-
thing with your own podcast?
I'm not making a thumbnail. I'm making a new profile photo for Frosty.
Oh my gosh! Can you believe this guy, Harley? Why did we let him on the
I
show?
don't know. I guess it's just you and me now. Spence.
Jeez.
No,
All right.
listen.
Coop, what do you think about Steve Sims Jr. coming back and driving?
He's a wild man.
Okay.
I love Steve Jr. He's a great guy to drink with, hang out with. Driving wise, he's crazy. I'd love to have him on
Do you think he'd
this
come
show
on?
or drunk. My podcast I started. Go check it out.
Anyway,
I don't know.
Me neither. So, as I was saying before, we got confirmation to talk about Monsters on the Beach. Super good show. If you get a chance and you're in the area, go check it out. Send us photos because, you know, we're all the way on the Midwest / Harley's all the way in Texas still.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of which, Harley, when are you getting up to Minnesota? Like, what's taking so long?
I have some things
No
I
idea.
need to square away here first, but I should be up in Minnesota by like June 1st. So,
June 1st.
yeah, less than a
Okay.
month. I'll be in Minnesota.
I'm assuming you're bringing Waylon too, right?
Oh yeah, Waylon's coming. He's
Okay.
the reason I'm still down here, because he's got appointments he can't miss that I don't want to pay for out of pocket when I go to Minnesota. So
Poor guy. This is why I'm a cat person. They're easier to take care of. But I also have
Get
4.
outta
So
here with that.
all right, so let's do this random truck generator, and we'll we'll end the show. And Taylor, if you're watching, I hope you're ready. I really hope that this actually goes without a hitch. I know we're probably a little sloppy tonight, guys, and I thank you for all 40 of you that are still watching for tuning in with us. I know it's,
wait, Coop,
it's kind of all over the place.
like the video.
Like the video! Continue.
I
Now
saw it
continue.
coming. I saw it coming, so I had to take the headphones off. All right, so do we want to start with the theme, or do we want to start with the body style truck? That's kind of the two areas that he has to work with here.
Let's go with body style first, and then we'll do theme next.
Okay, I'll go ahead and share my
Someone
screen.
said, "Oh, John B says Coop's playing Tetris." Coop, are you playing Tetris?
Do, 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 do. All right.
I'm not.
All right. Let me know when you are on the screen here.
Okay, it's on the screen.
You're on.
So we've got quite a few options to choose from, and for those that can't tell, there are no 3D body trucks. So no dragons, no mutts, no anything. Oh, I should actually put a 50s Willys on here. I forgot that that's not on there. Whoops, my bad. Sorry, Taylor. 50s Mercury. There we go. So these are the trucks that he has to get to work with. 69 Square Body Chevy, 69 F100, 08 F150, 69 Dodge Corvette, 50s Mercury, 57 Bel Air 1941 Willys, S10, Square Body S10, Escalade Trophy Truck, 61 K10, Silverado Super Duty, Ford Panel Truck, Chevy Panel Truck, or Willys Panel Jeep. Cooper, count it down and we will start the spin.
3, spin.
I missed the
Thank you,
2-1
Cooper.
there.
Hell of a helper here. Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Here all week.
Oh.
Oh, it's everybody's favorite truck body
Everyone's
style.
favorite truck.
Everyone's favorite. Oh, I love it. That is awesome. Is Taylor already commenting in the
Spence,
comments
did you
that he
spell
puts?
Escalade wrong?
We're gonna just go over here.
Escalade.
No, don't worry. We're just going to ignore that. Harley, we do not need it. I cannot pronunciate. I cannot spell. English was very hard. Okay, shut up. Anyway.
Pronunciate.
Man, we don't even
thank
need
God
shows with Spence tonight. This is all we
Thank
need.
God I know how to turn a wrench, because damn it, that's the only thing I'm good at. I should write a children's book about, I don't even know. Alright, so these are just a couple of the themes I came up with just kind of on a whim. So, Taylor, you've got a trophy truck. You got a chance to do a lot of these. So you've got Grim, Flames/Demonic, Medieval, Patriot, Sea/Ocean, Mexican themed, Canadian themed. I don't know why those two came in. I just thought El Toro Loco and Northern Nightmare. I'm like, oh, Mexican and Canadian. Like, those are themes. That works.
Oh my God.
You're fired.
I was really tired when I put this together. I'm sorry. And then you got Dark Horror, The Beach, The Woods, City, Backwoods Country, Reptile, Western, Graffiti, Rust, Food, or Taylor's Artist Choice, which means he could do whatever he wants with a trophy truck. So, without further ado, let's see what Taylor gets.
Someone just commented a taco emoji.
Okay.
Oh.
Looks like graffiti. So, like some street art.
That
would be kind of cool. I think that'd be kind of interesting. So Taylor has to come up with, for next, I don't know if we'll do Monday or Thursday, depends on what he's busy with. So Taylor has to make a trophy truck, graffiti themed truck. So original name, original design, it just has to be like graffiti, street art, and on a trophy truck. So that's the first truck that we're putting in our Beamin' G pack. So good luck, Taylor. Love you, buddy. Anyway, so let's go. Cooper, anything else you'd like to add to tonight, or is that everything?
I believe that
Cooper, get
sounds
off your
about
damn
right.
phone.
Listen, this is the thumbnail I'm currently working on, or
Oh my God.
What in the world?
it's a profile
is
photo
that?
for Frosty Boys. Working here, all right, making a big comeback in the middle of the year. Other than that, I don't know. Should I go to World Finals? Like the video if I should.
How many likes does the video need for you to go to World Finals?
1,000.
Hmm.
Guys, okay, so seriously, speaking of 1,000, we are so close to 1,000 subscribers. If you're coming to our channel a lot to check out our streams and you're not subscribed already, please do already and be sure to hit the bell for any notifications that come up. Like, you know, I know we mainly do the Mondays and Tuesdays and Thursdays, but you never know. We might have a bunch of other random stuff just randomly posted. You might get a chance to miss out on it because you don't have that little bell notified. So if you haven't subscribed to the Throttle Out Show already, please be sure to do so before you leave us tonight. And also, we've got brand new merch out on the website, which we still have a lot more that still needs to be added to the website. But if you're looking to get some more Throttle Out Show stuff and deck yourself out for the summer season, go into a lot of the independent shows, be sure to go to our website, www.thethrottleoutshow.com, and get yourself some new merch. But with that being said, you guys, it's been fun. I've had a blast. I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and I hope you guys have a fantastic week and go to some shows. And I'm going to leave you with this little Chris hanger. I quit drag racing. Remember, when in doubt, throttle out. See you guys next time.